Just as I promised you guys, we are back with more Julio Jones gameplay, but I wanted to share this with you because usually when I get my daily objectives, I don't get anything really good. Bro, that's the first time I got 10,000 training points. I don't know what the max is that you get out of the training points, but that just felt so good. I'm like, yo, wow, really? 10,000 EA? You guys really don't like that I'm playing 2K. You know what I'm saying? They be giving me some real glitchy stuff, but that's not what any of this is about. What this is about is this gameplay right here, where I'm going to actually show you in a lot of different segments the realism of why Julio Jones is a monster and he's unstoppable in this gameplay. All right, now look, this is what I want everybody to understand right from the get-go. There are certain animations in this game that, in my opinion, has ruined the game. Now, what do I mean by that? There are certain animations that these developers put into the game in which you can never actually catch the ball. So they go out of their way to make sure, no matter how good the receiver is, all receivers from a bronze to the elites, they all drop the ball, okay? Not only that, they have the newer animation where even if there's a 3'4" leprechaun behind you, if they go to pick the ball and it's a high point, that leprechaun that's behind you will pick it. You see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter with the height factor. So they've gone away from a lot of the things that made Madden like a really good game. They like when a player is taller than somebody that's shorter, and in fact, they jump in front of them, there is no reason why the person that's behind them should be able to intercept the ball. And the reason that I'm pointing that out is because that's going to happen to Julio, but I don't want you to make you feel like that knocks his overall aspect of his unstoppableness. Because the same thing happens to Michael Thomas as well. They don't, it doesn't really matter that they're 6'3". They, like EA Sport developers, I don't really understand exactly why that happens in the game, but it is what it is. All right, so he's not playing any D. And you already know Julio is a dog, so he over there blocking. So that's another thing I wanted to point out as well. Julio Jones is an unbelievable blocker. So you don't really need to go out of the way to put tight ends and other people in certain sets anymore. If you got Michael Thomas and you got Julio, both those guys will block unbelievably. Right there, he just threw it right to me. I thought he was legally blind in 17 states. I wasn't sure, but he threw it right to me. It was a Stevie. It is what it is. Let's get to the next play. Whatever. All right. So also, while you guys are watching this, I want you guys to take note, because you see what Alan Page just did? Alan Page just threw a guy out of the way without out of my way. And I've been pointing it out to you guys that since I've taken out of my way off my players, all of my players play that much better, because there's no more delays, there's no more foolishness that goes on with it. They just scream now. With the out of my way, when they would throw somebody out, they would pause, it was stupid, whatever. That's all over. So I just wanted to show you guys that he actually threw the guy out of the way as if he was doing out of my way, but he doesn't have out of my way on him. Just to make sure that everybody's clear with that. So right there, go ahead, moss me. Do whatever you want, man. The guy's coming out doing whatever he wants. I kind of like that he's doing it, but at the same time, I really just want to get the ball back to see what Julio's about. Like, in all honesty, that's what I'm looking to do, guys. When I come out with these specific type of gameplays, that's all that I'm focused on. So right here, you know, I'm just trying to hit Julio no matter what. He just goes ahead and he just runs right by. He plays it. I think he was in cover too. Julio just ran right past it. He didn't care about the cloud flat. He just ran straight ahead and did what he had to do. Now remember, in most cases, that's another thing with this game. I don't know if they're going to fix it. I don't know if they even pay attention to it, but I've been screaming at the top of my lungs about it, right? The fact that when you come out in a cloud flat or a soft squat, when you send somebody on the street, they wobble around with their butt cheeks and they never keep running. That is a major, major issue, and it's been going on since the patch of 16. And I don't know, like I said, if they're going to fix that, but that can really, really hurt the gameplay again if they don't understand that that should never, ever have happened, and it's been happening for so long. What that means is, I'm going to show you throughout this gameplay, you're going to see, because they're in certain zones, your players just stand. You see, look, right there, he goes around him. That's fine. That's actually a decent animation. Just an overthrow by Aaron Rodgers. He gets the message. My man has a lot of pride. He says, you know what? I'm going to keep fighting. He's not doing anything ridiculous. He's not pausing the game. He's not doing nothing like all these other guys that, you know, when they're losing, that they do. So you got to appreciate stuff like that. And then also, he's trying to score. Like that, like I get blown out too. I'm not trying to pause. You see what Alan Page just did? But I'm not trying to just, like, you know, pause the game, be an idiot, you know, try to go off sides. Bro, I'm trying to score. I don't care what you beat me by. I'm trying to score. So, like, games like this, you guys might be like, yo, bro, he's getting dominated. But he's playing the game and trying to figure out what's going on. He's trying to see what's happening. Obviously, dudes are screaming every snap. Bro, obviously, this dude, bro, I told all my linemen, bro, this dude got a sirloin steak steaks trapped in his butt cheeks. So dudes are screaming at him every play, but he's not doing anything to make it even seem like he's a guy that would, you know, try to rage DC you and all that stuff like that, or try to pause glitch you. Like, and that's what I'm saying. And in doing these gameplays, it's very, very hard to do them when you run into guys that do stuff like that, because it's like, what are you doing, bro? Like, if either you're gonna play the game out or just quit the game. Like, oh my God, bro, Julio. See that right there? I want to let you guys understand that those type of animations, every receiver is not doing that. You see what I'm saying? Like that glitchy stuff. Like, you got to have key players. Now, I'm pretty sure if you did it like 50 times, you can probably get a bronze player to do it as well. But it's not often. That is not an often thing. I thought that he would have picked it. I was underneath it. He threw it. But good stuff by him, man. Good stuff. Just keep going. Do whatever you want, man. You know what? Just bro, hey, hit my mom's up, man. Like, you want to just, oh my God. Bro, he was underneath the route. He was under, I don't understand how he just threw that underneath, and I went back to undercut it, and it just wouldn't let me pick the ball off. And all right, whatever, man. All right, we got the pick. All right, we good. So, like I said, as far as the animations go, I can okay, right here. Look, watch this. Now look, you see how Julio Jones jumps up one-handed, right? That same animation. No matter what receiver, you can put, like, even, you know, look how in Halloween they have the 7-foot players? You could put the 7-foot player there against a 3-foot player, and the guy behind would still pick it. That's how terrible that animation is. I just want to make sure I'm crystal clear with it so you guys understand. It does not matter. The only way that they actually catch the ball is if it's like, it looks kind of weird, like if the guy has enough space in front. Look, like, right, I think he's going to do that right here. You see that? You see like how they didn't let me pick it? It's kind of an awkward state. Because you might say, yeah, that's Grunk and that's Rod Woodson, but that's not why it happened. The angle and everything that you know, that contributed to it, that's what made that happen. But any kind of animation where the guy's going up for the one-handed whatever, it's not going to work out for you. So right here, just catch that dot real quick. You see what I'm saying? Like, it has to be awkward. Like, the guy has to run past or, you know, make a run. Okay, what is this? What's this right here? He's picking that? Who's picking that with? Who's that? Flying Dutchman? All right, good play. Yo, this game right here is crazy. Bro, what's this right here? Catch that dot. Catch that dot. Okay, again, same animation. The guy's behind me, and I'm 6'3", jumping in the air, trying to catch it, and the ball goes to the guy behind. Now, you know what else is really weird about that people don't even address? Even if he doesn't, like, catch it, his body, he should be able to tip it because he's jumping at that point, so he should be able to at least tip it because his arm is up in the air. But that never happens. The guy behind you always picks it in those kind of similar situations. So that's what I just want to make sure you guys understand it, because you're seeing Julio be savage, but you're also seeing the gameplay animations take over when it shouldn't. Because if a card is that good, he should be able to make a play in the ball regardless. If you watch a real NFL game and you're watching like Ramsey go up against like whoever, Julio Jones or whatever, right? And Julio makes a play on the ball, even if Ramsey makes a play as well, you still see that Julio either touched the ball, like there was some kind of interaction. That is not often in this game. That's what I have a major issue with. That I have an unbelievable issue with, because that is just unacceptable to me. That's something that goes on, because with the wide receiver cornerback situation, you want to be dominant. Like, bruh, you know how many of us want to have Calvin Johnson out there, but we just don't because it doesn't matter that he's 6'5"? Like, if you're watching this video right now, most of you guys, when I rage sold Calvin Johnson, most of my viewers also rage sold Calvin Johnson. And you've been much happier with the shorter guys. OBJ, Chad Johnson, whatever. And it shouldn't be like that. It honestly just shouldn't be like that, because that changes Madden for everybody. It really does, because you want those big... Bro, if you put out a game where we have certain names, Calvin, Randy Moss, we got those guys, Harold Carmichael, we want these players, right? Why do we want these players? Simply because they're bigger than other players. Why do you guys want that Jimmy Graham gameplay? Because you want to see if his 6'7" height really matters. You see what I'm saying? Like, you guys want to see what really works, what doesn't work. And like I said, I know a lot of us just missed those days to where you could come out and you just knew, like, bro, but he caught that. He was in inbounds. Oh, yo, Julio was glitchy as hell, man. That boy glitchy as hell. That boy is really glitchy. But those are the things that that really bother me with, you know, doing these type of gameplays and stuff like that, because that was actually a good idea by you guys to, you know, get to kind of see how I utilize the players. So it kind of gives you the missing piece, because there was always like a gap. Like, most of you guys that don't watch me on Twitch, like, bro, that was so fluky. you weren't able to see that these players were playing like trash. So you would just see the video on YouTube like, yo, this guy's a psycho. Now, before I raid sell them, you'll have proof of it. Like, you'll be able to see, all right, you know what? That guy did kind of screw him over. All right, you know what? That guy right there, he can't catch. And it makes it a lot easier. So I appreciate you guys giving the feedback and let me know what you guys want, because going into Madden 20, I'm going to give you a lot more from the jump. So that way, it's not like amazing when I bring them into the office and I fire them and rip their locker out of the wall with the concrete on it and throw them out of the stadium. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, Julio Jones is a definite card that you could utilize. In the red zone threat, same thing. But remember, with the way the game is, again, on streaks and certain things like that, I don't guarantee he's going to be able to beat anybody deep. Okay? Because they kind of taken that away. It's kind of fake, the way that all these players stay with them. So I can't really say, I don't know how he just picked that. It looked like the ball was falling on the ground. I don't know why I tried to spin right there. I should have just ran straight and trucked him. But just be careful with that. But when you get into the red zone, okay, you see that animation that was going on with Julio? Okay, right. Okay, don't worry about how he just caught that. He's a dog. I already know. Don't worry about that. He's gonna catch those every time. But I wanted to let you guys see that dude was in the cloud flat, and they both players, the offensive player and the defensive player, are wiggling around in the same spot. That's something that's been going on for a very, very long time. And again, I don't know if it'll be in Madden 20, but it's one of the most ridiculous animations that's been in any video game that I've ever played, and it's very annoying, and it's been going on for 4 years, and it's like, bro, Alan Page, bro, that dude, yo, Alan Page is, if you don't got program star 99 Alan Page on your squad, bro, like, you're doing it wrong. He just got nano detected. You saw my player get nano detected? Come on, EA, take that out the game, man. That dude's supposed to be screaming right there, like, real talk. All right, go ahead, run up for 6 then. Bro, if you score right here, I'll give you my mom's number. All right, you didn't score. All right, I'm about to say, all right, because I was going to give you her cell. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a man's man, bro. All right, run up for 6. Run up for 6, bro. There you go. Good job, man. So pretty much like I said, this guy never stopped trying to play. I appreciate that. It was just, yo, bro, we just, like, whatever, bro. The dude just came out, and he just wasn't ready for Julio. And the dude's screaming off the edge every snap. It is what it is. Sometimes that's how it be. It happens to all of us. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Enjoy your day. One love.